Now, teams with a must-have defense. This is right up my alley. I love my must-have defenses, so I'll lead us off. This is a no-brainer here. The defensive player of the year is on this team. It's the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett, Devin Bush, Jordan Hicks. They had difficulty with the run a little bit, but are stand out, one of the best in the league against the pass. Huge pass rush, outstanding secondary. They carried them into the playoffs last year. Them and Joe, of course.
Okay.
Joe Flacco coming out off his couch. All right, that's one. Defense number two. Here's an easy one. New York Jets. I put Hassan Reddick, question mark, who knows. Javon Kinlaw, Sauce Gardner, CJ Mosley. Excellent in every phase. They get out the ball. They put what in football they call it put a hat to a hat. That's find the man and hit him. And they do it very well. Very much like their coach, Robert Saleh. The defensive guy, and that's what they do. And third, as we talked about already on this show, Dallas Cowboys. Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, Deron Bland. They're just outstanding. Dan Quinn left to take the head coaching job in Washington. He was their defensive guy last year, but they'll still be very sound. And I got one more. I know we only did three, but this a sneaky one, and somebody stole them. I think that Grizzly took them because he's a Raider fan. The Raiders.
Okay.
Christian Wilkins, Max Crosby, Divine Diablo, John Jenkins. Very well organized, stout in all phases. The only problem is they're going to be on the field locks. Their offense is going to be the ball. So, all right, your turn.
So, actually, I'll piggyback on that because I also took the Raiders as one of my three. Let's not forget that the Raiders held teams to an average QBR of 84 in the last 10 to 13 weeks or something like that. They had a total of 39 sacks, also a 13 to 12 touchdown and interception ratio the last 13 games of the season. And then in the off season, like you said, Christian Wilkinson complimenting Max Crosby over there. Also, if that wasn't enough, they have a third-year cornerback in Jack Jones that's trending in the right direction for sure. So he played only 7 games last season. In those games, quarterbacks throwing his way held to a 63 QBR and 56% completion rate. So it's pretty darn good if he keeps going that way. The Raiders are going to be very tough to match up against this season. So that was one of my picks. The other was the New York Giants. So on the defensive side, my worry about the Giants though is that that offense, like you said, same situation with the Raiders, are going to have their defense on the field a whole heck of a lot. But other than that said, so they got a pass rush featuring Thibodeau, right? Their 5th overall pick from the 2022 draft. 4 sacks rookie season, that's right? Awesome. 11 last season. 2-time Pro Bowler, Dexter Lawrence, and now Brian Burns. So
they're loaded.
They are loaded, and he was wisely, I think, pillaged from the Panthers. And even with the Giants having an average or slightly below average secondary, those three on that pass rush will make it look better than it actually is.
Their only problem for the Giants is their secondary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that pass rush is going to make them appear better than they are. A good front line like that will work wonders in helping out the secondary. So Agreed. My last pick, I went with the Eagles. I think they make a return to the top 10 defensive units, and here's why. Vic Fangio. Yeah. So he is a highly respected defensive coordinator, credited with producing 9 top 10 defenses in his career as a coordinator. So his career spans about 20 years. And so out of that 20 years, half the time, basically, he's producing a top 10 defense. He was their consultant the year that they went to the Super Bowl. And I think him coming back, he knows that team already. And I think he'll be able to get them back on track. You won't see that kind of collapse that they had again towards the end. So their defense ranked, I think at the time, they were saying he made a top 10. They were 7th when the year that they went to the Super Bowl. And now he's also got some new toys to play with in the secondary when they took the first corner off the board. And Quinyon Mitchell, they will likely, I think, be the number 1 rookie or rookie cornerback in the league. And then they also went with Cooper John close behind. I think it's a return to the top for the Eagles D.
If the Eagles have a top 10 defense, watch out.
Yeah.
They will be a handful. I like all 3. All right.